And yes, that is Stuart at an airport. To have got a bit lost. I seem to have ended up in Germany. That's what happens when Johnny is in charge of directions and Stuart's not happy. He's sort of lost as well. Actually, we're in Frankfurt. We're off to HP Velotechnik to try out some of their bikes, so it should be fun. Weather looks good. We haven't got any snow, which is nice. Let's see what the city's like. We're going to go around the factory, do a tour of the factory, check out all of the machines they do, and then tomorrow I think we'll take a couple of the bikes for a ride out of town and see what that's like, check out a bit of the countryside maybe. And we've arrived in HP Velotechnik. And look at this place. The building's absolutely huge. I can't believe the size of it. Hang on, I'll show you. We've even got forklifts going around in here.
This is where they've got all their demo machines. So they've got that's an FS26, full suspension, big back wheel, very nice.
Yeah.
This is my favourite still.
The speed machine.
I've had two of these,
yeah,
and I really need another one because I gave the second one to Marcus.
Okay, so that's the speed machine.
Yeah, with Go-Jack tyres. I mean, you know, perfect.
Okay, and then we have
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper
I rode this to southern Spain one year. It was great. I mean, it's definitely not as fast as the speed machine, but you know, for a touring bike, you can load it up, but you've got the extra racks, and then you can fold it up and get it on the train when you're coming home. So that's a big advantage. Oh yes, street machine, new graphics.
This is the Gecko.
Gecko with the big back wheel. So that's the Gecko 26.
Okay.
Which I think is great for a commuting bike. It's absolutely all you need. I mean, you can, and also the quick fold.
Yep, it's the Gecko with the 26-inch rear wheel.
The FS26 Enduro.
Off-road, baby. This Indian as well.
Yeah, very cool.
Ooh. And I like the spoiler. The mudguard. Rock shop. Really nice paint job. Yum yum. Penny onion.
Gecko 20.
Gecko 20-inch. Oh, and it has a Go Swiss motor by its things.
Yeah.
So this is the 20-inch rear wheel, more compact, still folder like the 26-inch Gecko. It does have the Go Swiss, which I used today for
their new indicator system. Have you seen this?
For a really long ride, and it's a fantastic system.
Indicators.
They have indicators?
Yeah.
Let's try out the indicators on this Gecko.
Okay.
It's a new.
I've powered it up.
Okay. And this is what it's like when you've got indicators on your trike.
Which one is working? Just the left?
Left, and then try the right. Yeah, take care, man. See you. An indicator system. Designed in-house.
No, I don't think so.
We can edit that bit out. Not designed in-house.
Designed by some other clever
Yeah, John.
The FS
Seat.
26, sorry, 20 plus. So actually, without the seat on it, you can see the frame design, which is quite nice. It's got that very swept around frame, which just makes it much easier to get in and out. It means you can get your legs in here.
Okay. Cute. It's the same thing again.
That's an FX20.
What was that? The last one was a 20.
No, FX. This is an FX. No, that's a plus.
Okay.
This is an FX. So this is the folding one, but it doesn't have the front suspension.
Right.
And it's got the higher seat.
Okay.
And it also means that you can have a lot of racks.
No front suspension.
Yeah.
I do like these little wrist rests. Yeah. On that ride I was thinking, it'd be nice to sort of, after a while.
Yeah.
And this is...
That's a
Scorpion.
plus 26 with the steps motor.
Ah, cool. And I'm assuming the Shimano steps is... What sort of price is that?
It's a little bit less than the Go Swiss right now.
Okay.
You only get 8 gears with it, which is nice for an everyday bike.
Okay, cool.
And just over there, that's an FS20.
So FS20 there, what we're on today. This is the 26. So here we have Daniel, one of the co-founders of HP Velotechnik, and one question I wanted to ask was what got you guys into recumbents and started the whole process of setting up your own business and whatnot?
We started with the problem that we got wet when we went to school. Probably
Wow, so you started that long ago?
the basic
Okay.
problem that we wanted to solve.
Okay.
And we were starting to research on how we could put a fairing on a standard bike, and that's how we came into recumbents.
With the red one around the corner?
Yeah,
With the...
that was after 2 or 3 years. That was
That's awesome. Fantastic.
What led to the red one.
Okay, and then from there it just evolved.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We started while we were in the first year of university, and it developed throughout our university career, and it was big enough to make a living out of it.
And it's just been you and Paul, and it's slowly got bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
That's cool. Fantastic. So you guys must get on really well.
Yeah, we always
Good
say
friends.
it's our first marriage.
Yes, and there hasn't been a divorce, so it's we can all learn from this. Okay, so we'll do a little wander around the factory. Lead the way, Daniel.
Yeah, so basically here we are in a mechanical workshop. That's where we start doing our prototypes. We've got a little facilities for doing some milling, some lathing. We can do welding over there, basic metal works.
Okay.
So when we have an idea, we can go over here.
I'll follow you.
Um,
Anything you want to point out, just point out.
Yeah, that's where we have the welding. When we have an idea, we usually start doing some scratches on the computer, and we pretty fast start building some prototypes.
Wow.
So this is like the prototype that we did for the Scorpion Plus. And because we got the idea that you have to ride it very early in the design process.
Okay,
so
to iron out all the niggles and find out what doesn't work and what does work.
And we do a prototype like that. We ride it for maybe like 20 minutes, and then we know that it's all bullshit, and we throw it away.
Melt it down and start again.
And we have to do the next prototype and the next one. And then after that, we send drawings to our frame makers and ask them for prototypes from them.
Okay.
And that's basically where we come.
And your frame makers are based in
Taiwan.
In Taiwan, yeah. Where
Right.
most of them are, yeah.
Like where all the frame makers in the world are.
Yeah.
We have a lot of
knowledge,
facilities there, and a lot of knowledge for all the tubing, all the small parts. That all comes from Taiwan.
Fantastic.
By now, so here we have the raw frames. That's how we get them from Taiwan. For example. Let's take the front part of the Scorpion SF26. So it looks like that when it comes from Taiwan. It's raw finished. It's got a phosphating finished so that it's protected while it's in the sea container. It looks a little rough, and that's
so the salt doesn't affect it, the sea salt or anything when it's coming over.
Right. Then we do some grinding and some surface finishing of the raw frames. We do that over here in the next room.
Fantastic.
So we built a box for all the aluminum grinding where we got our artificial waterfall.
Ah, cool. Wow. And that keeps the dust down, or?
Yeah, that keeps the dust down. All the air gets sucked in through the waterfall, and it keeps the aluminum dust inside. And here we've got the grinders and stuff. We're grinding.
Wow, that's awesome. Brilliant. Oh, I like that. Cool water feature.
Yeah. So it's our little
brilliant.
Our Zen guy.
Yeah, that's quite nice. It's sort of very therapeutic in there, you know. If you're having a stressful day, you just go in there, put your boiler suit on and chill.
So after that we send the frames to the powder coating factory, which is around the corner on the other side of Frankfurt. And we got all the showroom stuff where we go to a bike show. We go to about 10 different bike shows each year.
Mostly in Germany?
In Germany, yeah.
Okay, and you take the tables with you?
We take the tables, we got all the rigging stuff here.
Fantastic.
So,
and so these are your bike show machines, or just for when people come to have a look as well?
Yeah.
Fantastic, so you've got every model.
Should not be ridden.
Yeah, keep them pristine, yeah. Fantastic. And, here's the baby that started it all. Yes.
That's where we started in 1993. So this was our school project, more or less.
And is it still rideable?
It would need a little help for that. But,
yeah.
You could basically still ride it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it has some flaws.
It needs a few, a bit of TLC. Yeah, tender loving care. Brilliant.
So it's Friedrich.
Hi, Friedrich. This bit's great.
So that's where the powder coated frames come in, and then they basically look like that. When we had the raw finish frame of 3 minutes ago,
yep.
It would now look like that.
What a transformation!
Yeah. So we grinded it, and then it went to powder coating, and they do 2 to 3 layers of powder coating on it, and then it looks like that. So
it's amazing.
Much nicer.
Yeah, what a great finish.
Much special red color where the red itself is in the surface finish.
Oh, in the lacquer.
So it
in the clear
leads into the clear one. So that the clear one is actually the one that is a red, and underneath it is just a silver, which gives it a nice deep.
Yeah, it really stands out. Yeah, it's really deep, really rich color. Yeah, beautiful.
So here we've got all the frames, and they're all set up.
Just zoom down and take a look.
And we have to make sure that the front and the rear parts of the main frame stay together because they are bound to each other.
Yeah, they connect.
Yeah, they connect. They've got a number.
Okay, so this corresponds to that one.
Yeah. And then here we put in the rear axles of the rear frames. So,
and you have potato hula hoops down there on the drawer.
It's pressed in here, and then it's reamed in a little machine here, like that.
Okay.
And then later the axle is
just going in.
It's put in, and then it goes on with actually frame assembly.
I've got more frames on the. Yeah, it's the same thing on the left there.
Yeah, we put up the frames.
Hi there, Ralph. How are you? You okay?
It's very critical assemblies of the folding hinge, where we have some very critical reaming that has to be done in order to have a non-moving.
So it has to be a flush finish.
Hinge.
Yeah.
So Ralph is in charge of making sure that the front wheels are aligned. Right.
Yeah. Like the Velomobiles. Do you use a tracking tool for that? Do you use a trammel? Is it?
We've got some special tools for that. For example, we've got a table here where we can measure the alignment of the rear wheel with some laser pointers that we use on the frame in order to see if the rear wheel is aligned to the main frame, stuff like that. What Ralph has in his hand right now.
So that goes on the floor, and then you put the front wheels in here.
Yeah. He aligns the front suspension to the rear wheel with a quite big jig that we did for that. So this goes into the rear wheel mount, and then the front wheel mounts are engaged, and then you can adjust the front suspension, the wishbones, to the rear wheel, so that you make sure that all the three wheels are in line, and you don't have a toe in, toe out.
Okay. Sort of thing.
Yeah, if you have a toe in or a toe out, then the rolling resistance
is
gets
more.
Much
It's like on my Velomobiles. If it's too far out, then you're scrubbing the tyres and working harder. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Thanks very much. Have a great day.
So after this assembly of the frames, they go up under the roof. That's how we store the frames.
Yeah. Okay, so you have all the way along.
Yeah. Still not enough. We should have more at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, it's the beginning of the season, but we were selling very good throughout the winter, so we have to keep moving.
Many. Yeah. Just keep on trucking.
So up to the point where the frame is mounted, we don't have a specific order yet. All the frames are the same, except if they have a special ordered color. But now the customer comes in and we get an order, and a specified order with all the parts that has to go into the order.
And then each mechanic will have a different bike allocated to them.
Yeah, he picks up an order here. There's supposed to be a number for a blue box, which is a KISS, there's a 41 here. And then somebody picks the box for him. Like here you've got the number with all the parts in it. He gets himself a frame from under the roof, and then he can start assembling. Each mechanic has his own stand, and some of them have their own dog.
Yeah, I've seen him around. He tried to nick my dinner yesterday. Yes, I remember that. He's the HP Velotechnik Malamute.
So this is Andy. He's one of our leading mechanics.
Oh, cool. So he's the top mechanic now. He has the most experience.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And we've got altogether 10 work stands.
Okay, so you have 10 guys working here putting the bikes together? Wow. See what's going on in here. He's busy, so we're leaving. This is the top secret room and we're not allowed in there. 007. And I know I'm not allowed to film the bikes there, so we'll switch it off a minute and I'll go round. Okay, so we're still in the HP Velotechnik factory stroke huge warehouse stroke cafe stroke everything. It's awesome here. I love it. It's one of the best facilities I think I've ever been to. And Paul, one of the owners, is they do their own photo shoots here, and this is for their latest magazine. which is amazing, the equipment they have here. I'll just document a little bit of that as they're working away. Come and have a look.
So I do that myself together with Heiko, and also in the meantime we also have Ute, who does the manuals, technical documentation. She can take photos, Heiko can take photos. There's so much stuff. We had a funny idea to redesign our logo and redesign the graphics, which means that we have to do everything again at some point.
You have to rewrite history.
Yeah. Every 25 years.
Yeah, it's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
What's your name?
Tobias.
Tobias? John.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. And how long have you been here?
I'm only here for an internship.
Really cool. So, what's your job here?
Well, right now there is a new design with new stickers on the bikes.
Yep.
And these stickers have to be placed correctly on the bike.
Okay.
And this is a really difficult job if you do it by hand, because you have to make sure that they stick on the bike on the left side as they stick on the right side.
Totally parallel.
So, yeah, that's it. So you have to design some kind of helping tool which allows you to stick the stickers exactly on the right place on the bike. Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Philip.
Philip, John, nice to meet you. And you've been working here a long time?
Yeah, since half a year.
Okay, cool. Enjoying it?
Yeah.
It's awesome. What a nice place to work. Cool, man.
And a nice company.
Yeah.
And nice bike.
It's the I don't know what is the left and right indication in the car?
Oh yeah, indicators.
The indicators.
Or as they say in America, the blinkers.
Oh, the blinkers.
Yeah.
You can use minor roads, no problem. Yeah, okay.
Stuart, should we get the bags or
Yeah, basically I'll put everything in your bag.
are we going out that way or this way? So I need to walk around. Stuart is on his trusty steed.
Couple brakes as well.
A bit long for you, Stuart. Right, I'll just grab my bag. Riding one-handed and going, oh no, I need two brakes when you're filming. So basically I can do everything with that right.
Exactly. Okay, if you fancy some drifts or things like that,
Just pull that in. Awesome. Power slide down the hill.
Or even use the parking brake, huh?
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So this is a manually operated V-brake, and these are hydraulic.
Cool. And I'll change gears. It's like a roll-off twist.
As I already told to Stuart, keep in mind the pinion gearbox isn't bed in yet.
Okay.
So referring to the guys for pinion,
Most probably takes a couple of 100 miles or something.
It's about 500k. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it might shift a little hard in the beginning, especially if you are
given under
given
power.
power on the pedal.
Okay.
But if you reduce pedaling power,
Or just ease off gently, click in.
so in a similar way as you would operate a classic
Yeah.
gear system.
Not a problem. That's
So
cool.
don't be surprised.
Okay. Well, that's on there anyway.
And what's important to know is we prolong the shifter, so you can also use the upper part of the grip.
Oh, I
So
thought-
it's, you see,
Yes, because I was
so
thinking.
it's not only this
Yeah.
kind of operation, but I think it's important to use your full hand for shifting.
Brilliant.
You see?
Yeah.
So it's a similar shifter that we use on a
I was thinking-
roll-off system.
I was thinking it's going to be a little bit of a pain to slide my hand down, but that's actually a lot better if I can just twist the whole grip.
Yeah.
Finally, it's another solution. I was sort of, These are the sort of things when you're sort of vlogging, you think, wouldn't it be great if I could just twist the whole grip?
Yeah.
And single-handed braking on both sides, twist the whole right grip to change gear. I mean, I can do everything with my right hand, which I try to do when I'm vlogging, and that's why we get shaky cameras. So this should be fantastic.
By the way, it's the first time you ride an electric one?
No, I've ridden some of Stuart's.
Just to be...
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning. Keep it easy.
Yeah,
take it easy.
it zooms off.
Let's say...
And is that my...
This is the level of...
So I can go up to 5 on this one, can't you?
Yes.
But I don't want it on 5.
This is a racing machine, huh?
So I need it on 3, maybe, something like that.
3 or even 2. If you are in the flats, 2 is fair enough.
It's sufficient, yeah. And this is the distance I have?
Let's say this is the calculated distance you have to go. But keep in mind, similar to your to this display in a car, it's just a kind of calculation. The system looks back a little bit. Let's say what happens in the last 2 kilometers if you have 2 kilometers of pure climbing, hard climbing. Then it will reduce tremendously.
Yeah,
if you go down the hill for 2 kilometers, you will end up with 200 kilometers of coverage. So this makes no sense at all.
So maybe I'll keep it on 3 or 2, and that should last me the whole trip.
Easy going.
Yeah.
So I had a test ride on this system from the office back home, and from my home back to the office without any charging, and it's about 65k and a little less than 3,000 feet of climbing.
And it was
okay. So I ran in on the really last.
Okay, dregs of electricity.
Yeah, it was rather empty, but it was doable.
But the thing is, I mean, we're going up the climb, so even if I have 20% left when I get to the top, it's fine. I'm coming downhill on the return journey, so because I haven't got my SPD shoes, that's why I'm thinking I'm not going to pedal too much with. So I think I'll use the e-assist a lot on the way.
French or English?
Parlez-vous français?
Okay, French.
Très bien, monsieur. Merci beaucoup.
So these are our bikes. We've got Scorpion FS with a pinion, the 12-speed, which is the first pinion-equipped recumbent that we've tried, apart from, what was it called? The Rotor Velo.
Yeah.
The Australian one, which was a bit of a strain.
Yeah, we weren't keen on it. Yes.
Got the one I have to pedal. You've got the Scorpion, this beauty, FS with the pinion gearbox and the Go Swiss drive. So, perhaps you better check you've got juice in the battery.
That's a very good idea.
This is the old style mounting.
So I've got a pinion drive as well, which is I've never tried a pinion drive before. So it's going to be really interesting.
Okay, you've got plenty of juice.
Yeah, we don't want to run out. How many kilometres is that good for?
I think it gives you a range, but obviously we've got to work out what all the buttons do.
54 kilometres? What's that, 54?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, 54.
Is that the range?
Yeah, but obviously it depends on how much you pedal up the hills. Is it the range?
So that's my assist.
That's your setting, so you've got 5 different levels.
What button?
You'll work it out.
What button was that?
That's it. Basically, there's a plus and a minus.
That's all I need.
That's it.
Fantastic. All right. We're ready to roll. And Thomas has kindly set the bikes up for us. And so we're going to do an initial test, and I'll give you a bit of feedback and let you know what I think of the pinion drive. This is all rather exciting. This is a first for Johnny. Well, except for the Rotor Velo. Actually, I tried that, but this I think is going to be better. And I'm sort of coming around to the idea of e-assist. After riding Richard Papa's Sunrider the other day with the Falco motor, riding the Scorpion FS yesterday with the e-assist on it, and now I'm going to try the K-Swiss. I think I had the Gecko with the step system yesterday, Shimano steps. Today it's the K-Swiss set up with the pinion. This could be the one what turns me to the dark side forever. I'm your father, Luke. So let's see how this goes. Okay, come with us up the hill.